So now, the organizers of Big Brother Naija reality show has announced a reduction in the prize money for this anticipated Season 9 2024 edition. The show organizers have announced that the winner of the 2024 season will now receive a grand prize of 100 million and a brand new SUV, which is decreased from the previous amount of 120 million. This development comes ahead of the Season 9 premiere, which is to kick off on Sunday, 28 July 2024 and run for 71 days. In a unique twist for the game format, contestants will compete in pairs, bringing new dynamics to the challenges.
You know, what can I say, Jennifer? I'm over Big Brother, first of all. I've been over it for a long time. I'm just going to put that out there.
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. So here's the deal. Big Brother is great entertainment.
Okay.
Like, you cannot tell me otherwise. Jennifer, if you and I just said, you know what, we're going to make a Rise 360 a reality show where we are just living our lives on television, I promise you, everybody will be like, what are they going to eat? What are they going to drink? Are they going to fight? Let's see them fight. They're arguing. They're shouting. They're pulling each other's hair out. I love it. Great. You know, that's it. That's Big Brother. Big Brother is TV goals. So it's just a bunch of individuals coming to a house to live. Do you know what it means to live out your life in front of the camera? You're living for the camera. So entertainment-wise, content-wise, great stuff.
Okay.
You get. But now let's take it down to the reality of what Big Brother is doing.
Okay.
First of all, you have people who are coming out of the house. Not everyone has a shot at success, if I'm being very honest. Not everybody is going to be blown. It takes a lot of work. And we can tell from the likes of, you see how many posts Neo makes in a day. Like, it's not beans. I create content, so I can tell you for free, like, having to create content takes work. People think that you just come out of the Big Brother house and it's just automatic success.
Yeah.
You know, it's ironic because every time they finish Big Brother, we have them in this chair. I will ask them, okay, so what's your plan? Well, I'm looking forward to all the brands that are going to now look for me, and I'll just be looking at them. I'm like, okay, welcome, dear. But that's not the case. You gotta work hard.
Of course.
And let's not forget the fact that Fina is a clear example that all that glitters is not gold, because she is still chasing them to get her money.
Of course. So I'm happy you brought up the Fina issue. The reason why they're reducing, obviously, I'm sure is because of inflation, because of everything that's been happening in the economy. We know that the economy is not doing too good right now. And apparently, they hadn't even paid Fina her outstanding money. Hopefully, they have paid her now. But my own thing with that price win of 100 million naira is that it's a lot. Big Brother has built the brand prestigiously enough for you to say that, like, Nigerian Idol's winner is 30 million. Even if you give them 30 million naira, they still come. I'm not saying they should reduce it, so please don't come for me. I didn't say for you. But with 50 million naira, honestly, that show can still go on. We all know what's happening in Nigeria.
They will never give 50 million.
No, but we all know that they should not put, Big Brother organizers, if you're listening, stop putting pressure on yourself. Focus more on the content of what's happening in the house than that price win. Because guess what? Once they go in, they become superstars. If, like you said, they are credible enough to know what they are meant to do. You can't just sit down. Like the last winner, I've not really been seeing the last winner. I've not really been seeing. But obviously, I'm sure she has a lot of plans. But like, there are some successful ones. Messi, Tacha. Tacha is on Cool FM right now. The consistency. I love Tacha.
Listen, I spent. Sorry to cut you.
Okay, that's
fine. Just land on your point.
The consistency must go on. You must be able to create your brand. You must be able to put yourself out there, not wait for the brands to come to you. Do things, do skits. Like you said, Neo is always posting, dates, create some controversy for yourself, create drama, so that you can be consistent. And if they give you 50 million naira, that 50 million naira can easily triple with your associations, with your brand, persistency and all that. So yeah, that's my own take with Big Brother.
I mean, again, I would always say this. I don't know. Big Brother, Nigeria is a tough space to be in. I tell you this for free. And there's so many young people, so many young creators that are just looking for a a trampoline.
A platform.
They're looking for a platform that's just going to push them out there. Some people will say, listen, if I can just get on Big Brother. Look at what Liquor Rose did.
Dream.
Like, Liquor Rose was a dancer. She had a dance team. I don't know if they're still together. I don't think they're still together, you know. But the point is, Liquor Rose before and after Big Brother, she's done so well with that platform that was given to her. Neo is another person that I would keep saying.
Of course.
Neo works hard with the content, with the outfits, with the pictures, with the dancing, everything. I'm just like, yo, this man, I love it for you. Like, you are working hard. Tacha, people think that Tacha is just, it's not just about, she is actually a very hardworking person.
She is.
She came to Arise 360 for an interview.
Oh, nice.
Do you know, after the interview, Tacha had a whole content creation session. And this is her and herself, and just people like someone assisting her.
Correct.
And now she puts out that content tomorrow. It gets millions of views, and somebody just thinks that, she just wakes up in the morning and the content drops on TikTok.
Exactly.
That is
put efforts
hours
into
of work that these
industry.
ladies and these guys put in to create their content.
Of
and then somebody
course.
now goes on Big Brother and just assumes that, because you went on Big Brother, you're just going to be.
And you win the money. And guess what? You think 100 million is so much, but by the time you come out, taxes, you pay bills, you pay your hair that used to be 30,000 becomes 300,000.
Girl, what are you saying?
Your makeup that used to be 20K becomes so everybody will charge you, all your friends, they will bill you, you go out, you pop champagne, money will finish. So if you're not even investing, that's why I like the whole idea of giving them the house.
Yeah.
That house thing was nice. It was historical for me, for you to be stable and just have a home.
Well, would you be watching though?
I would watch.
100%.
I would.
Because we have to talk about it.
Of course, I would watch.
So I will definitely be watching. But again, I just want people to reorient their mindsets that, yes, Big Brother, let's not forget this. This is a consumer system. It's not an empowering system. That's not what Big Brother is. Big Brother is not an empowering system. It's a consumer system. It's not built for you. That is the person going into the house. Because we have seen, there are too many examples. For every 10 people that go into Big Brother house, you can probably find only 2
and the
from that set that would do so well.
A year.
Do you understand?
The year before the next set comes
in.
And then if you are really, really...
You know what, let me shock you. Mention 5 people from Big Brother Titan.
Wait, which one is Titan again? You have to remember.
Wait, no.
No worry, that's it. Titan. Which one?
Girl, is
it the one that Tasha was on?
No, that's what the fact that you're even asking
that
proves the point.
I don't know the name.
I don't either.
I just want the celebrity one, which was okay.
I promise you.
I don't know the people.
It's not only you.
Okay.
Even me.
But if you know 5 people that I remember, Mercy, Tasha, Neo.
There's so many of them. There's Tolani Badge.
Tolani Badge is doing great.
Exactly. There's Shea Awolowo.
V. I like V. She's very outspoken.
These are people but you see, every single person we've mentioned, you know what a common denominator that they all have? Some of them would even tell you, see, yes, I did Big Brother, but don't use that and kill me now. I've grown past that. They'll tell you, see, I've grown past Big Brother.
They don't even want to be associated with the brand anymore.
Listen, we did it. Like, let's move on. Let's make this back. So congratulations to everyone who has been able to separate themselves. But let the fans also remember that this is for our entertainment at your expense. So what you do with the platform is really and entirely up to you.
Correct.
But anyway, like I said, we'll be watching. Let's hope Fina doesn't come and scatter their house for them. They better give her her money.
Fina is legendary and very funny. So let's move on to our next story. Now, the network of the world's leading luxury billionaire has taken a substantial hit, collectively losing 28.3 billion due to a decline for high-end goods. 75-year-old founder of LVMH, Bernard Arnault, who has a portfolio of 75 prestigious fashion and cosmetic brands, including Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, and Sephora, has encountered turbulent times due to slower demand in luxury goods. This downtime has notably been impacted industry giants, dethroning Bernard Arnault from his top spot by Francesca Betancourt Myers, the heiress to the L'Oreal fortune. Francisca was recently titled the richest woman. Francisca is the granddaughter of Ellen Schöner, the founder of beauty empire L'Oreal, and the only child of Lillian Betancourt.
You know, I'd say this, right? It's there's a story that's been trending on social media lately, and I talked to you about that. That's the angle that I'm looking at this from, because granted, there are bigger forces that are, resource that are basically the reason for this,
Of
you know?
course.
Like you mentioned, you know, inflation, the fact that there's a decline in the purchase of high-end goods. But while that's happening on a more global scale, on a smaller scale, there's been a huge conversation in Nigeria around the origins of actual leather. You know,
Correct.
the court case that led to Italian leather being called genuine leather. And the fact that a lot of times I love a good bag. I love a good pair of shoes. Like, I'm more of a bag person than a shoe. I think for shoes, it's the men. You know, they give the men great, like listen, some shoes are just like, some Balutis. When you look at them, you know that this shoe was crafted. I have a friend who's just a shoe person.
I'm a shoe person too.
Yeah, when he
love
wears shoes, I just ask him, like, I want to see your shoes. Just snap your shoe and send to me.
Shoes.
They make the best shoes for the guys. For the women, I think it's the bags. Like,
Yeah,
when you look at
definitely.
the craftsmanship of, like, a really beautiful Hermes or a Lady Dior,
Of
or like
course.
a classic Chanel flap. Like, you look at that and you look at this. Okay, I'm getting very emotional. But the point I am trying to make is this. That for me, it's more about the quality of what I'm getting,
Of course.
as opposed to the tag on it.
Yes.
I was in Paris just a couple of weeks ago, and I realized that there's so many European brands that are not even known, but these are quality items. Of
course.
So, but they're not on the high-end scale. You understand? They're not tagged high-end goods, but they're very good. So people are becoming aware
course.
of different brands, like brands that are very good, very aesthetic.
I agree with
But
you.
they may not have your Hermes tag.
I know.
Or your Dior
LV,
tag. They may not have that.
Or they may not be 5,000 pounds.
I don't mind that.
You know,
I don't mind it, the price, because I mean, good things are expensive.
Of course,
Even
good
if you're
things.
listen, have you not been to the Nigerian luxury market? Things are expensive here too. Like, you
Yeah.
want to get a good hair or a nice bag, it's still going to be expensive. But the point is this, right? I don't even think it's about the expensive nature. I think it's more about people are becoming a lot more diverse in their understanding of what they want and what is
Correct.
available in the market.
Correct,
So
correct.
whereas before, they said every lady should have at least one of the top 5, there's some women that don't even have one of the top 5, but they have an array of classic bags and classic
different
jewelry.
colors, different sizes.
You know, so
that you
I
can
think it's
afford.
bound to happen.
Yeah.
You know.
My take on this is that the whole world right now, not just in Nigeria, is facing crisis. There's no spending power. So rates of buying a bag of £5,000 has reduced. You may rather go to a bag of $50 or $100.
Do you really think the people buying these bags are
the
thinking,
Zara bag now?
come on.
The Zara bags that are $50, $100. That,
Babes, I'm
that
saying,
are nice.
do you think-
that you rock it and they will think that is a Louis Vuitton bag?
My dress is Zara.
Do you-
I love Zara.
You understand?
But I'm saying
So-
that, do you think the people, let's be very real here.
Okay.
Do you think the people that walk into a Baluti store and buy like 3 pairs of shoes are bothered by that? Hello, who are we talking about here? No, I don't agree. I think that they're just like, well, unless you're living above your means, you understand? I think that might be, crisis or not. Look at, we were just talking about the Ambani wedding. Does the Ambani wedding tell you that there's crisis in the world?
I know what you mean.
Do you get, like,
I know some
did
people
you
are just
see
not
the-
affected
the
by
wristwatches
it, right?
that he gave as a gift?
For his
The piguet.
groomsmen.
Exactly. He gave about 12 of them. Each one of those watches
That
was over
busted my brain. That
$200,000.
busted my brain. I was like, I need friends like this. How
Now,
come I don't have any friends like
When you
this?
think about this, these are the market. These are the people that are walking into these stores and
Yeah,
are buying
correct.
these things.
Yeah.
So the issue, I don't think, is the money or the availability of funds. I think the real issue here is, why are they not going to the usuals, the LVs, or, you know, if you even think about it, there's lots of names that you hear and you're like, I've never heard this name before. It's
Yeah,
pretty new.
they just keep popping up.
Especially when it comes to jewelry. You know, the usuals, like, you just from the Ambani wedding, the jewelry, the major jewelers from the wedding, the major designers, they're not even American designers.
Yes.
They're from Europe, they're from Asia, you know, and these are names that you won't hear every day, but when you hear their price tag, there's this particular designer, Valdrin Sahiti. He's not your popular top 5, but have you seen his clothes? So, you know, the world is changing, styles are changing, and I'm excited for it.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let's cover this story before we go on a break. This
Yeah.
is something that has been trending around the world, I'll tell you this, and it's pretty funny, but we have to take it seriously as well. Now, the daughter of Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Maha, has apparently announced her divorce on social media in what it will appear to be a move for the Princess of the United Arab Emirates. She shared a post on her Instagram account that said, "I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, and I divorce you. Take care, your ex-wife." The princess appears to be referring to an Islamic practice known as the triple talaq, which allows husbands to divorce their wives by declaring it 3 times. Mara married Sheikh Haimana last year in a glamorous ceremony, and they have a daughter shortly after. Now, this is really sad news. I mean, we don't want to joke on that, but I mean, it's been trending and it's taking over the whole world right now for a royal princess to declare divorce on Instagram. That means you can only imagine what that man would have been doing to her. She said she's tired of the marriage. She doesn't want anything to do with her husband anymore, and he has been having other companions, and she hereby divorces him. Kachi, what's your take on this story?
I think that it's a very interesting story, and it also shows there's a tide shift here, because when it comes to the Islamic traditions and as it pertains to marriages and as it pertains to the role in marriages as well, you know, yes, I divorce you 3 times a thing, but you often find that it's the men who are publicly divorcing the women. You hardly ever find the women publicly divorcing the men. So this is one thing. If you've watched, even with pop culture and how pop culture reacts to their culture, especially in the United Arab Emirates, if you've seen Sex and the City, it gives you an idea of how seriously these men take their roles as husbands. There's several incidents when Sex and the City came out and they made us understand that the women in the UAE, first of all, you're modest in your dressing. Aside from being modest in your dressing, you're respectable, because if you're respectable outside, it shows that you're respectable to your husband as well. So you're demure, you're quiet, you're calm. And then we saw the Real Housewives of Dubai, where you had several men in Dubai coming out to say, these women do not represent our culture. Oh, yes. We don't know who they are. So they just said, listen, we don't know who these set of women are. Looking at this, and not just anyone, a princess doing this, it's going to send shockwaves across, because now the next thing the men are thinking is, okay, does it mean that the women are going to start doing this? Does it mean that other women are going to start divorcing their husbands on social media? What is this audacity? That's the word. What is this audacity that she uses? But then again, it also tells you how fast that the rest of the world is catching up to modern trends. The idea of empowerment, female empowerment, not wanting to be silenced or treated in a certain way. So that's just what I see here. But it is unusual, given the culture and given the background of the location. So it's a shocker.
Perhaps because she's a princess, maybe that's why she feels she has that much authority. Do you think a normal person would be able to do that? A normal lady?
I don't think it has anything, because even if not anything, being a princess puts her in a position where she has more responsibility.
Yeah, to be more cautious.
There's so much more responsibility. She has to be careful. She needs to know what message she's sending to other people. But one thing that this story does make me happy about is there's a lot of women that are going to receive courage from her message.
Correct.
They're going to say, if the princess could do it,
I can.
I can.
Yes.
And they're going to choose themselves, because you never know how bad and how violent some of these situations these women are in. So as much as on one hand she's being criticized, oh, you've dishonored your family, and she's getting a lot of backlash. She's also getting praises.
Of course.
And it reminds me of the Sex and the City scene where Sarah Jessica Parker and the rest of the women, Cynthia Nixon, they went into this closed room, and the UAE women took off their veils and said, we see the problems that you're causing, and we love it. The men are so frightened and afraid, and it's because of your courage.
I remember that scene.
You remember that scene?
Yeah.
This situation reminds me of that scene. So it's like Sex and the City literally happening in real life.
I know.
It's incredible. But she's facing a ton of criticism right now, but I think she definitely thought this through, and she knew that criticism was going to come swift and hard.
Yeah, but does it actually mean an actual divorce?
Oh, yes.
So she's divorced.
That's it. It's that simple.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Well, I definitely wish them all the best.